Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Phil, we won't worry about that. And then we can go up this side. So here I've got rubite, crushed rubite and stuff like that going on. I've got a bit of rubite ore that can go into there, and I've got some bobmonium ore that I want to ditch. You know, for now that could just go in here. That's not going to be a problem. And do I have anything else that I'm carrying? I've got 13 coal right there, which is another stack. I think that that is pretty good, actually, and the output on the iron has increased fairly well, like right the way through the system now. We've got a reasonable output on the iron. That's coming down through. It is being used on different things, but yeah, overall I'm feeling quite happy about that. And the other thing that we've got now is I've got 82 of those. I've got no bricks left to put down at the moment. All of the bricks that we put down for flooring, that's all been done. Now, I would like to get some more of them in place. I actually don't have any upgrades in that bit because I've got no robot coverage on that bit. But for the most part, yeah, I'm kind of done with that. So, bricks in here. That's going to be our next thing that we're going to do. We're going to go into map mode like this, and we're going to cover bricks along the bottom edge of the map for a minute. So I need to shift-click that into place, and then I'm going to do a line all the way out to here like this. And then I'm going to do a line coming up from here as well. I'm going to take that up, just up into where I've done it previously. So it's going to go up to there like that. So we can just fill that bit in there like that. And now if I go for a little bit of a wander, I'll take this over to the middle of that ore patch, or just over to the other side of the map there a minute. There's a little tiny patch that is missing. There's some belt there that hasn't been upgraded. It's right here in the middle. I need to just add down a couple of robot patches. Interestingly, in here, we have now got complete saturation of everything, and I've got everything that I've requested in here as well. So that is all full, it's backed up, and nothing else is happening. This one is exactly the same. I've got all of the tanks in there that I could possibly want for dealing with all the fluids, and that's most of what I wanted to do there anyway. So all I really need to do is just make sure that I've got everything in here as it should be. That one over to there, and yeah, I just need a straight line coming over this way. One there. Go again. Yeah, it doesn't do the just put down one at a time when you want it. You've got to manually place them in the right places. And we'll drop one there like that. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take another RoboPort, and I'm going to dump one of those right there for a minute. I know it's not going to be used just yet, but it will be. At some point, we're gonna want a few charging points coming across here. And she's saying that I could put some of these in right now. If I go along here and just kind of aim to stick one, I can't go exactly in the middle, so I'll have to, like, they're slightly offset on here, which is not brilliant, but it'll be fine. And now go up along here like this. Join the line in there, and also join the line in on this side, so I've got a bit of redundancy. This ore patch in here, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm not going to do anything with it. That's one that I'm going to come back to. There's another one that we come back to later. Down here, now, the red circuits, they haven't built back up again yet. They did build up for a while, but they haven't now, and it seems that our biggest hold-up on this It's not the copper anymore. The copper was a bit of it. It's the paper. It is definitely the paper, and that is because I've got a lack of this. I mean, this stuff is coming through. That one right there, that's running flat out right now. So I'm kind of wondering about this. We want to go and take a closer look. Do I actually need more brown algae going into that system, or do I have enough? I'm kind of thinking I may have enough brown algae, because if you look down here... Oh, they are pausing slightly in their production. Yes, they are pausing in production. While we wait for more. So I could actually do some more of these so that we can get some more brown algae production going. And that's actually fairly simple. I just need to put a bit more of a line of them out on this side. And then we can kind of like join them in. So that I'm fine with doing. So let's go and make a few of them. Bioprocessing right there. I can't do algae farm 2, but I can do number 1. I'm going to make another 5 algae farms. I don't think I'm going to need more than 5. You know what? Let's go for 10. Let's just go all out and we'll do 10, and we'll scatter a load of them along here. Green algae, I got more than enough. I want brown algae backed up as well. That's what I want. I want it completely backed up. And that means then I will also be able to swap those two back over down to this side, so there's no chance of me running out down here. So I think the first thing we will do is we will pop one of those there and stick it up there like that. And then there's a whole load of green algae out of the way, and that gives us room for extra belt and stuff. Actually, would prefer that to, you know what, we can put an underground belt going between this one and the next one, so that's not going to be any kind of a problem. I do need to move that power pole out the way, and I want to move that one out of the way as well. And we will put down... Actually, I'm just going to put a line of these down for a minute. Like that. I can't put any more for a second. So we'll put another line of them further up. And then they can like feed both sides of this. I've got that one coming through there. I want to make sure that I've got power poles coming all the way through. They don't stretch across this. So what I'll do is I'll run power poles up that way and then back over underneath. And I'm also going to run power poles here like this and join those together. If I have a look in here, it's actually producing the saline water as fast as it possibly can with this hydro plant 1. If I have a look in here, that's completely full on that bit, as it is in air and on that one. And if I go all the way up to here to the very end of the line, it's full on there as well. Doesn't seem to be having any problem with keeping it full on the saline. It's just running out of the unit here very, very quickly. I mean, it's actually slower that running out than it is the purified water. And you get 100 purified water running out. Now, another thing that I've got is all of those tanks, the fluid tanks that we've had accumulate and build up. And I want to get a couple of those down here because I would like more purified water. I want to be actually using some of that. There isn't room for... Well, actually, what I can do is I can move this clarifier out of the way. And then I can put a double storage tank down for some of that water. And we've just then we can like have a little bit of a reserve of that because we've used it in one of the place. And purified water, you do end up using quite a lot of it. So if I've got a little bit of this stuff, I'm going to take 20 tanks because I am very soon about to start using a whole load of those for a whole load of different things. I can have only 4. Why only 4 of those? I'm making 2 right here because of that right in the way. 2... The splitter. Oh, it's because I can't make the I've got like a limited amount of cellulose fiber. I was only doing it just to clear a little bit of space. I wanted to clear off the one that the yellows were taking up. And they're out of the way. So we've got pipes, we've got these, we've got belts. Running around with a bit of algae on me. I don't really need to be running around with algae on me, but we'll deal with that some other time. You in here, data analyzer. That brings coal all the way down to here, and then the coal stops. What else am I using that coal for? The coal is coming through here, and it's splitting off, and then it's heading off up that way. Now, what am I using this coal for? It's going up there. It's going up to these furnaces up here. They're splitting off, and that's only staying on one belt. It's coming off this side as well, and it's going into this over here. Going across that way. It's splitting here. It's coming on to... Right. Okay, it's on one side of the belt. It's splitting, and it's coming back onto the belt over here. Right on there. And that's coming through. Joining on. So that coal can only stay on one side of the belt all the way over to here. So it still needs to stay on one side of the belt from here. And then the iron coming through, that needs to be on one side of the belt, because I think I've got... Oh, no, it doesn't. That iron can stay on both sides of the belt. That's not going to make any difference to production over this side. So it's not... The coal isn't going to be affected either. And that coal coming down there, nothing's going to affect that. I've literally just got feed in and feed off. So you right there, burner assembling machine... I could change those over to other ones, but and then I don't need that coal coming out of here. The coal can just go through on a standard belt right on there. If I was to put those on little electrics ones, let's have a look in here. We'll go into there, and we go into Angel's components right in here. We'll scroll down a little bit, and it's not the springs, no. Excuse me, it's an entirely electrical... What am I making there? I don't even know what that is. Is that like a data core thing? It's not blocks. It's Angel's Tech. Data analyzer. Right, that's what I'm making, is data analyzer, so I don't think that can be made in little tiny factories. Craft... No, it can't. I cannot use these small electric ones. So, whilst I can upgrade this line, it's not quite going to be upgraded in the way that I would like it to be upgraded. I could leave those there. I'd have to move them out a little bit. And then I could change this line. You know what? Let's do that. I'm going to change this over a minute. Purely because then it'll stop bugging me. So if I move that bit and I lift you up like that, and then you can join in on there. So I've just got that one coal line. This coal line over here, we can remove this one completely like that. Remove the underground belt bit, go over here, remove that, and then I've got data analyzer down through here. Go and remove them. And get them down to there. Remove those. And those. Right. Next, I will go and take these. I want to... Yeah, you know what? We're going to put them out there. Like that. I've got a plan for this as well. I've got plans within plans within plans. I only need to have 3 of those. I don't need to have more than that, which means that I can actually lift these and I can move them down a little bit. I could put it to that point there for my plan within plans to work. That one can go there. We can remove that power pole. We can remove that one as well. That line can go here, over and down onto there, like that. And then we go all the way down here, and I can stand next to this one, and I can remove this coal. Take all of that coal off a minute. Remove that one. And then dump that one down on there. So that is just a straight belt that is dropping down onto there. Go into here, and I need to go to Angel's Tech data analyzer, and then copy and paste and put those out. And then we go with in feed, an in feed, and an in feed. We go with an out feed, an out feed, and an out feed onto there. I will then go, I need to make some more power poles, Angel's Power, like that, and I will put a power pole, a power pole, a power pole, and a power pole like that. That's everything out on here, and then that will get processed through, and then these will be put out onto that one and just kind of fill that one back up, and that's job done. There is nothing else in there that I need to worry about. I've got 66 data analyzers on there that I'm just going to dump onto the line. And I've got loads more coal as well, which I'm actually going to get rid of over here. I'm going to put 200 of them into there, and I'm going to go into this next one. I'm going to put those 30 into there, and that's a lot less coal that I am carrying around. I've got 29 green algae. I've got a bit of cellulose fiber that I'm running around with. There's another little bit that I've just tidied up. We've removed another little X thingy-majiggy that we don't need to worry about. I've got more splitters here that I don't actually need to worry. There's another splitter there that I don't need to be concerned about. I've also got other bits going through here that I don't need to be worrying about. I could simply have that one go there like that and up to that point. And then we will put 1, 2, 3 like that. Get rid of those. Get rid of that there and turn you round so that you go up there like that. That'll put you back through, and then you get up to this point right here. Okay, so far so good. I've got a nice little bit of tidy up has gone on there, and everything's looking a little bit better. And I can go over to here and dump 71 coal into there, so that is out of the way as well. And then I can go whizzing off over this way and start putting the rest of this in together. So anyway, as I was originally wanting to do down here, I want to store up some of these fluids in some tanks. So the liquids that I want to store up, we're going to put petrochem gas tank down here. Which you're going to get rid of that one and those pipes up to there. Plus, I'll get rid of these a minute. That can go. And we get the... Right, I'm going to take that petrochem gas tank and I'm going to put it right on there. Because I'm probably going to be using it. Well, actually... Anyway, yeah. I'll put this one in here. So this one, I don't want it to be connecting up to the pipe on there. I'm going to have to make sure it's tucked over this side, just out of the way of those. And I'm going to join 2 of these together. 1 and 2 down like that. And then we'll come over here. We can remove that pipe. And we can go here like this. And then that one can go down into there, so that I've got this coming into here. Next, I'm going to go into the barreling, and I'm going to take the overflow valve. This is an I'm going to make 2 overflow valves. I've got a clarifier. Well, I did have a clarifier, but because I lifted it, it would have deconstructed. So I will build a new clarifier, and we will end up... No, I don't need another clarifier. I only need the one clarifier, and that one is for this process right here. I'm going to move that down by 1 space like that. I'm going to put that clarifier right in there. And then I'm going to take the valve that I just made, which is this one, and I'm going to drop that one into there. So these tanks here will need to fill up to 80% full, and then the liquid will start going into the clarifier and being gotten rid of. So this one in here is now going to produce saline water until it's filled back to everything up. And then once it's gone and done that, once that's all completely filled all the way up, it'll then start backing up because this one's got a long way to go. Petrochem gas tank right there. Fluid system contains 8.4K, 5K, so on. It is climbing. And then the actual gas tank itself is 5.3. I didn't realize that they even did that. That's pretty cool. That fluid system there how much it contains. That's very cool. I like... Ooh. I think that's so that you can empty it. Like, if I was to do that, flush purified water from the system. That's pretty cool. You can go and now... I think that's a new thing that was just added in patch 1.1, where you can flush fluids out of the system. Which is something that we've wanted for a very long time. I click on there, and I can flush that out of that pipe. Yes. That is fantastic. That is something that people have been waiting for absolutely ages. And that's filling up there. We're up to over 80 on there. But anyway, the next bit that I'm going to want... Alright, these in here, those are all on 200 in there, and I don't need to concern myself with that in the slightest. It's going to end up backing this up completely. At least I think it will. Do I have I do. I have a hydro plant level 2 right there. This is a hydro plant level 1. So this one works at crafting speed 1. This one here is crafting speed 1.5. So I'm going to build one of those, and I'm going to place it down here instead of the one we already had, and it breaks them down into blocks. So I've now got the blocks. That's going that much faster, which means that the saline water is going to fill up that much faster in here, which means that our pipe is getting close to full now. Right, that's now pushing right back up to over 90 in there, which means it's going to take longer to empty out. I basically, I just want that to back up. That's all I've just been looking at just then, was whether or not I could actually get it to back up completely. And I got a little bit of open space in here, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put a double tank down right here, like this, which I'm going to use for saline water. It's taking longer for the saline to get rid of in here. Like most of these algae farms, they've now gone and replenished. So it's now filling up. That's full. There. The system is now completely full of saline water. There is no room for any more. I take a pipe over here, and I bring that one down. And put that one over there, and then we can start filling that up with saline water in there, and I don't need to worry about anymore. So that's gonna fill right up, and probably won't use that very much. But the purified water in here, there are a number of processes that do call for purified water, so we could be glad of having that there, like building up an extra supply of it. That could be quite a useful thing for us to have. Next on the list, I'm just going to go across here like this and join all of these together in a very simple process like that. And then I will take these in-feed pipes and I will drop them in there like that, and put you into there as well and join all of those in. And then I can just run along here and set all of those going. So that's going, well, once the power is activated on these, that'll set them, and we can start growing more algae in here. So all I need to do at the moment is just chuck a couple of power poles in there like that, and then put one up here, and I'll want one up on that side, and then we'll be wanting a belt out here so that we can join stuff together. But I wanted to do some more of them. I've got 4 more algae farms here. So I want to get some more of them running so that I've got another 4 brown algae accumulators going as well. Let's there's a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. I will get rid of that one, and I will make 1 more algae farm number 1 right there, and that one is going to drop into there like that. I will copy, paste all of those into there, and I'm also going to go here with these small construction zone expanders, and I'm going to make sure that I've sort of got this whole area covered with construction zone expanders. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to bring this down. Bring one over here, like that, and then you can go this way. I will drop you in there like that. That's going to need to go that way, and then you can go up there somewhere. Right. That's covered that whole zone with the construction zone things, and I'm also going to bring some more down this way. And we can sort of extend out there and cover that little bit of land. There's no reason that we can't. Just take that one out as far as he'll run. I'll do some more, and that way I've got more of these out so that I'm ready to expand all of this area as and when I want to. I don't know when I might want to go and do that, but I might as well put these down ready for doing such a thing. I tell you what, I won't put one there. I'll bring this one, and I'll put that one down there on that corner like that. And I will go power down to it like that. And then I can take this construction zone expander and put it there. Okay, it doesn't reach down into that. That's peculiar. Right. If I want it to reach there, I've got to go the other side. That would have to go out over here somewhere. You know what? I'm just going to leave that for now. And instead, I'm going to bring this one along over here. We're going to go like this. And that way, I'll be able to expand my robot coverage further down this way later when I want to. I'm only preempting something at the moment. I don't actually want to do this just yet. This is just like an extra little bit that I can go and do, and yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Right, that's fine. Back up. Well, let's try and stay focused a little bit, shall we? We've got various tasks that we need to do. Need to keep the saline going up here, so I'm going to bring that up to the very top rather than trying to run it in along here. It's going to just make it a bit, a little bit easier for us to like set everything up. So if I bring you over there and do that, then I can. How far up do you try? You go up to there. So I'm going to kind of want you in the middle. So if I go here like that, and then I go up to that point there, and then I can sort of put them across like this. One there and one there, and across here, and finally join up to that bit. And then I can take the single pipes, and we'll run these back and put these in the middle, and also on these corner joints there and there. And saline water is now running all the way through right into the middle of that. Then I'm going to need a belt, an outfeed, and that's going to run all the way along here, and it's going to get to about that point right there, because I've already got this side covered. Then I can do an underground belt going into there, and then I can take right, how am I going to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. That's how I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to remove those, and then I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn round and do the same down here. And then I'll go and do another group of 4, just except I got that one right in the way. So here we will do just 2 on their own. Go like that. And then I'll do a group of 4 over here. There. I know what I'm talking about. Put you up there. So those, I'm not actually going to, like... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge. Continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.